My name is Katie Beasley, and welcome to our little video series on practicing Sabbath. This first video, we're going to be talking about sort of this introduction to Sabbath and the introduction to the even longing for it. And when I first got started with this practice, I remember specifically being invited to enter into the practice of silence and solitude and Sabbath, and what would that look like in my daily life. And so I decided to take some time away. I put on this book called Sabbath by Wayne Mueller, and I started listening to the audio, and I pulled into the Caribou drive-through. I got a coffee, and it was just downpouring. And so I sat in my car in the Caribou parking lot, and I listened to this quote at the very beginning, and he talked about how our whole life, our life around us is designed to expand and contract. And all of creation has this rhythm where the sun goes up and it comes down. The lungs expand and contract. The tide is going in, the tide is going out, and our heart beats and it rests. And he said this quote that just started rolling tears down my eyes, and he said, "We have lost this essential rhythm. Our culture invariably supposes that action and accomplishment are better than rest, than doing something. Anything is better than doing nothing. And because of our desire to succeed and to meet these ever-growing expectations, we do not rest. And because we do not rest, we lose our way. And for want of rest, our lives are in danger." And like I said, it just hit me, and tears started rolling down my face, because it was like, yes, this is the kind of rest that I long for, and know that as I was just expanding and expanding, and there was no chance for me to rest. And so the first question that we ask ourselves into getting into any practice is, are you longing for this? Do you desire this? Is this what you actually want? Do you want this kind of rest? And this practice of Sabbath that we talk about can look really different, and it does require an interruption and a change in the rhythm of your life and your schedule. But more than the logistics of how this all gets worked out, this is about the heart and a desire to rest in God. And if you're like me, or like I was at the very beginning, and you're longing in your life to have more of this rhythm, not just this expanding, but this contracting. One thing I want to leave you to as we end this first video, a thing to consider is notice whether you have a desire or longing for this, and talk to God about it. The second is to thank Him for this gift of rest and for this invitation into a restful life. Because the heart is really what sets up this kind of sacred time. The heart is what sets this time apart and makes this a unique way which we can become more and more present to the life that we actually have, and not the one that we wish we had. So, welcome to this journey. Welcome to Sabbath.